Over the past 4 years, me and my agency have generated a little over $45 million for our clients. Now that includes DTC brands ranging from fashion to health and supplements to beauty to gifting to whatever it is, you name it. And in this video, I'm going to cover what separates 6 figures per month brands to 7 figures a month brands, and how can a brand that is doing $100,000 a month or $500,000 a month scale to $1 million a month plus profitably. In this video, I'm not just going to be talking to you about scaling the revenue, but also scaling the profits, meaning the cash that you see in your bank after you pay all of the expenses, meaning ad costs, meaning logistics, agencies, processor fees. The goal is to make more money for yourself as well as for your brand. And in this video, I'm going to be using a blueprint that we designed based on our observation from over 70 plus e-commerce brands like yours, and giving you a complete guide to scaling to 7 figures a month profitably. Now, let's get straight to the video. Now, if you want this blueprint for yourself for future use, I have linked it on the description where you can download it and see it for yourself. The Ecom Profit First Scaling Blueprint, how DTC brands scale from 6 to 7 figures per month profitably with email and SMS retention systems. So before you start, here is some proof. So we have generated over $40 million in e-commerce revenue and accounting. And here you see, we took this brand from 2K days all the way up to 100K days to $1 million a month mark. And here, 56% growth to $1 million a month range. Last 30 days, 47% returning customer rate. Here, we took this brand to grow sales to $1.1 million. Here, $18,000. Same thing here, $168,000 in a single day with product drop strategies that I'm also going to cover in this video. Basically, what I mean to say is that we know our stuff, and if you follow it, you're probably going to see results like these as well. So for the quick summary, this blueprint reveals how DTC brands scale from $100,000 or $500,000 per month to over $1 million a month using email and SMS marketing as the backbone of high converting funnel systems. And this methodology focuses on 3 core pillars. Number 1, increasing the customer lifetime value through subscription flows and retention strategies. Number 2, reducing customer acquisition costs for email and SMS driven product launches. Specifically blended cost per acquisition in this case. And building a predictable revenue system that eliminates the acquisition hamster wheel. Now, the target outcome of this video is for you to see predictable $1 million a month plus monthly revenue with improved unit economics, higher margins, and sustainable competitive advantage. So, chapter 1, the 6-figure scaling trap. You see, brands that generate around, let's say, $100,000 a month to $500,000 a month, or just within that range of 6 figures a month mark, face a common challenge due to revenue volatility that prevents the predictable scaling. And this plateau occurs due to 4 critical issues. Number 1, rising customer acquisition costs. You see, if you've been advertising on Meta or Google or anywhere, you might have noticed that the CPMs are going crazy over the years. Now, higher CPMs meaning higher customer acquisition cost, and higher customer acquisition cost meaning lower profit margin. So another part is the revenue volatility. So unpredictable month-to-month performance making the planning impossible, and low retention. Repurchase rates below 25% leading to a customer churn. It's not just about how many customers you sell to, but if you want to scale profitably, there's also a big factor on how many customers are you keeping every single month for your brand. And there is another factor called margin compression, heavy ad spend and discount strategies that are eroding the profitability. The root problem is over-reliance on paid advertising for growth while neglecting the existing customer base represents a fundamental strategic flaw that caps the scalability. And the strategic solution is scaling to 7 figures requires a systematic approach that maximizes customer lifetime value, reducing advertising dependency, and transforms one-time buyer into loyal recurring customers, where email and SMS marketing integrated with strategic funnel architecture provides this foundation. Chapter 2 is unit economics for 7-figure scale. You see, if you want to scale past that 6 figures a month mark and get into the 7 figures a month mark, you need to know your numbers. And that is a non-negotiable. Any brand that doesn't understand its unit economics is going to fail. And that is something that you can't change, right? There's like no go around to it. So you have to understand your numbers. So the critical metrics framework is the first thing is the customer acquisition cost, the cost to acquire one customer, the lifetime value, the total revenue generated from customer over the entire relationship with a brand, average order value, average revenue or average, how much the customer pays per transaction, and the gross margin is profit percentage after all direct costs. So just for example, unit economics scenario, we have the CAC as $50, average order value as $70, gross margin is estimated at 70%, where we see a $49 per order. The challenge is that it's barely profitable on the first sale, right? Or in this case, not profitable at all, because you're making $50 after you're paying your suppliers, after you're paying your logistics team, after you're paying for the product development cost. And if your customer acquisition cost is $50, you're negative $1 in loss. So barely profitable on first sale, requiring repeat purchases for meaningful profit. And the solution is that the email and SMS flow accelerate the second purchase, improving the payback period. You see, when you already have people in your list, it costs way less to target them or retarget them and get the second purchase compared to if you didn't collect anything and they're gone. They buy from you, that's it. You don't have anything to retarget them. They're gone basically. You're on a loss in the first order and there's nothing you can do to get them back if you don't have this system in place. Now, what does payback period mean? Payback period basically means the amount of time or the duration of the time it takes for you to get back on the customer acquisition cost from one customer. So for example, in this case, if it takes 6 months for the customer to come back and make back off this customer acquisition cost, the payback period is 6 months. If you want to scale your profits faster, you have to reduce the payback period from, let's say, 6 months to 2 months. And that is the exact strategy that we'll be covering here. Now, the way that you can reduce your payback period and optimize your margins is one of three things, right? So strategic upselling. If you add $20 product at checkout, it increases the average order value to 90, right? You give people more products to buy on, let's say, the checkout or after the post purchase. Now, you could do this through a quick SMS flow setup that is triggered when someone buys a product alongside email as well. Then we have the product bundling, selling multiple items together. Example, $100 bundle versus $120 separately. What this is going to do is this is going to increase the average order value. Now, the factors that mostly affect the profit margin that we can change from our end is the average order value and the lifetime value. Customer acquisition costs, you're probably at the mercy of Zuckerberg, but this case, you can increase your average order value, meaning you can also increase your profit margin respectively. Then you have the subscription integration, locking in the recurring revenue streams. Now, if you're selling something like supplements, beauty products that usually get finished after 30 days or something, you can give customers the ability to subscribe to your products or subscribe to your brand, and they won't need to manually buy it. So they'll give you their card information. You'll give them an offer for subscription alongside, let's say, a few gifts, and every single month, your products are gonna get delivered to them automatically. Now, with this offer, you are practically increasing your lifetime value. And the impact, for example, is a skincare brand adding $20 upsell to 25% of customer sees average order value increase to $90 with profit jumping to $69, effectively reducing customer acquisition costs while unlocking additional ad budget for scale. Chapter 3 is increasing lifetime value with subscription flows. You see, the most effective method for scaling from 6 to 7 figures involves converting one-time buyers into subscription customers, dramatically increasing the lifetime value, reducing acquisition costs. And subscription value proposition would be LTV multiplication. So monthly subscribers for 12 months equals to 12 times the value versus a one-time buyer. Zero cost repeat revenue. Subscription renewals require no additional advertising spend. You get the customer one time, they buy from you again and again and again without you having to spend money on ads to acquire them back. Predictable cash flow. Recurring revenue enables accurate forecasting for million a month. Now, if you know how many subscribers have signed in for, let's say, next month's of order, then it's going to give you a predictable system to know, okay, I'm going to be making back this much from the next month of subscription orders. So that's just going to give you a predictable stream for cash flow. The subscription flow architecture, email and SMS flow systematically nurture first-time buyers and subscription customers through strategic touchpoint sequences. So email 1, thank you message with subscription offer 10% off monthly delivery, or you could add a new product, or if you could add, let's say, a free gift. Maybe if you're selling a protein shake, you could add, let's say, a shaker, you could add, let's say, creatine, whatever that. Day 3, SMS product usage tips plus subscription benefit reminders. You could also add this to email if it's longer. And day 7, custom testimonial plus urgency driven offer. Hey, if you want to subscribe, here are things that our customers have seen. In some cases, you could also do that. Hey, our product requires a consistency. Now, if you break that consistency, you'll go back to 0. Remember why you started, right? You want to push that emotional angle. And once this is applied, customers are going to be coming back rather than if you're not targeting them at all, right? So we tried this with a supplement brand at $150,000 per month with 22% repurchase rate, and where we implemented a subscription flow. So day 1 was a welcome email with the recipe guide plus 10% off discount. Day 5 was SMS testimonial from a satisfied subscriber. Day 10, email with 15% off the first subscription month, and this resulted in subscription rate increasing from 41% within 90 days, adding to $60,000 per month in recurring revenue. Now, keep in mind, this is a recurring revenue. You're not paying anything for ads for the $60,000. Stack this over 2 or 3 months, the amount of money that you're going to be making is going to be very high. Scaling mathematics. So the scaling mathematics is a $70 average order value. Customer subscribing for 6 months generates $420 lifetime value compared to a $70 for one-time purchase, enabling competitive ad spend advantage while maintaining profitability. That is what we want. So chapter 4 is product launches with email and SMS funnel. Product launches drive significant revenue spikes, but traditional ad dependent approaches erode margins. So email and SMS funnel enable high conversion launches with reduced customer acquisition costs and improved profitability. Margin optimization strategies. So a drop is a limited time utilizing scarcity psychology to generate demand spikes. So if you see brands that share the Shopify screenshot, then you'll see something like the revenue is like this, pop. So this spike is called a drop, and we want to maximize the revenue potential of this drop by using email and SMS. If you remember the case study that I show you where I presented $168,000 in a single day for a brand, that was through a product drop. Now, drop implementation framework. Phase 1, teaser. You need to build anticipation. Think of this as a, let's say, trailer for a movie. They don't just drop the movie right there, right? They have a 5 to 6 trailer sequences that build up the anticipation, that build up the hype over time so that people are ready to watch the movie. The same thing, we're using the same psychology, same mechanism in this offer. We're going to be teasing the offer. So over the course of 7 to 10 days, we have 5 to 6 emails that explains when the product drop is happening, what the drop is about, what the offer is, what you'll be getting if you buy through email and SMS. All the stuff where we're building that anticipation into hype. And phase 2 is the VIP list. So we want to have exclusive access invitation to subscribers. People, let's say you could have it to your SMS list, you could have it to your email list, you could run lead ads to collect more VIPs and all that stuff. From there, you are going to be sending it to a VIP list. So a unique offer. Phase 3, launch 24 to 48 hours. So you want to have scarcity driven messaging with limited quantities. 100 pieces available, and the first 10 customers get, let's say, a free gift. That is a scarcity. Last time, our drop was sold out within the first 24 hours. This time, we want to make sure you get it, so we're saying this to you, scarcity. And the phase 4 is follow-up, non-buyer retargeting with secondary offers. So let's say if you're giving a freebie for, let's say, the main drop, right? For people who didn't buy, you're going to exclude the people who did buy from the drop, and you're going to send email and SMS offer to people who didn't buy with an additional offer. The reason that we're excluding people who've already bought is, let's say if you bought something at a full price and 24 hours later, you see an email saying that, hey, this product is now 10% off. It's going to piss you off, right? So the same thing, we're going to be excluding the buyers and just going to be sending non-buyers to clear that extra stock. And the reason that we want to do this is because the warm audience convert at 10 to 15% compared to just 1 to 2% for cold advertising traffic. That is what we're doing. We're targeting warmer audiences as opposed to cold traffic. So we ran the same offer for a fashion brand as I showed you before, and we did $168,000 with a drop. So the streetwear brand executed a limited edition jacket launch where the teaser phase was 7 days of behind the scene content via email and SMS. Here's what we're doing. Here are, let's say, the reason that we built this. This is what you wanted, so we got you this, blah, 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 blah. We're just building hype. VIP list, 2,500 subscribers joined for early access, and the launch resulted in 1,500 jackets sold at $120, meaning $168,000 in 24 hours. And the customer acquisition cost impact was reduced from $45 to $9. That's 80% of traffic from email SMS channels, made the brand so much more profitable. Just think about that. If you were selling the $120 jacket and your customer acquisition cost was $45, it's now $9. The profit is so much higher when we're running this. So the conversion advantage was that the email SMS drop enabled revenue stacking without promotional cost increases, transforming single 168K days into regular or weekly or monthly events for sustained $1 million growth. You're not going to get to that $1 million a month mark by just doing one drop. You have to do it like, let's say, every 2 months, every 3 months, right? And if you incorporate this system, every time there's a drop, you'll have so much more extra profit coming into a bank that you can reinvest on ads to scale more profitably. This is what we want. We want the leverage, and this is exactly how you get that leverage. Chapter 5 is customer retention for profit leverage. Retention represents the ultimate competitive advantage for 7-figure brands where email and SMS retention flows generate repeat purchases, boost LTV, and create profit margins that enable market dominance through superior ad spend and capacity. So retention-driven profit dynamics will be zero acquisition cost. Existing customers require no advertising spend to convert. Compounding LTV, loyal customers increase the spending over time, and competitive leverage, where higher margins enable outbidding competitors in ad auctions. This is the leverage to scale to $1 million a month mark. You collect profit through channels that require basically no extra ad spend. You take the profit, you reinvest it into ads, you grab the greater market share, you collect first-time buyers, you get profit from the returning purchases, and that's how you follow the cycle and scale past $1 million or $10 million a month mark. Every single brand that has scaled past $1 million or $10 million a month mark uses this exact framework. I am not kidding, because the mathematics just makes sense. So the retention flow implementation would look like the post-purchase sequence where day 1 to 7, day 1 thank you email with product usage tips, day 3 SMS quick win suggestions for product enhancements, and day 7 email featuring complimentary product or cross-sells. Now for day 7, you could even extend this if your shipping time is, let's say, more than 7 days, but find the sweet spot for your brand. And the reason that we want to send a thank you email with the product usage tips is to improve the post-purchase experience. If a brand sends you a thank you note from the founder with how to use your product the best way possible, it's gonna make you trust the brand more. Meaning, and if you trust the brand more, you're gonna come back and buy from it again. Simple. Loyalty integration, points-based reward and discount structures for repeat purchases. You could make this better by adding an affiliate system. So if they refer someone your product and they buy it, the person or your previous customers get, let's say, 5%, 10% of whatever the person is buying it, right? So if they refer someone, if they refer, let's say, 10 of their friends, and the total purchase is $1,000, they make $100. Simple. Community building, VIP group invitations and exclusive event access via email and SMS. If you're running, let's say, suppose a brand for older people, maybe Facebook groups would work. If you're running something, let's say, fashion brand for, let's say, younger audience, maybe an Instagram group or a Discord server might work. So we use this with a pet brand, and it was at $200,000 per month with 20% repurchase rate, implemented comprehensive retention flows where we had the day 1 was pet care guide plus $10 off next order discount, SMS customer success story, email 10, email loyalty program invitation after they got the product. And the result was the repurchase rate increased to 38% within 60 days, adding $76,000 per month revenue and improving the margins by 15%. Profit leverage calculation. With $50 cost per acquisition and LTV increasing from $70 to $140 via second purchase, profit doubles while enabling increased ad spend to $75 per customer compared to competitors being stuck at $50, creating a huge market advantage. Simple. Chapter 6 is a predictable growth system that integrates email and SMS funnels with 4 optimization levers to systematically scale from 6 to 7 figures. The 4 lever framework. Lever 1, acquire smart. Target high-value customer segments with maximum efficiency. Lever 2, convert hot. Transfer warm prospects into high average order value Lever 2. What you want to do is you want to transfer warm prospects into high average order value buyers. Lever 3 is repeat fast. Accelerate repurchase cycle via email and SMS automation. Lever 4 is retain long. Maintain customer relationships through strategic retention flows. Lever implementation strategies. So smart acquisition. So lookalike audiences based on highest value customer data, where email SMS pre-warming campaigns to reduce cold traffic customer action costs, micro-influencer partnerships for targeted reach. Lever 2, hot conversions. Scarcity-driven landing pages with email SMS traffic with VIP 20% discount or any particular offer. Strategic high-margin upsells at checkout where automated card recovery sequences. Basically, this means abandoned checkout, abandoned card, browse abandonment, etc. Lever 3 would be fast repeat. So immediate post-purchase email and SMS sequences, time-sensitive repurchase incentives, product consumption and timing optimization. And lever 4 would mean long retention. Comprehensive life cycle marketing automation or VIP customer segmentation and exclusive experience are given, and also subscription migration pathways. So profit leverage calculation. This framework creates a self-reinforcing flywheel of low customer acquisition costs, high LTV, and predictable $1 million per month monthly performance through systematic email and SMS optimizations across all customer touchpoints. So there are a few critical mistakes that people make that prevent them from going from 6 figures a month mark to 7 figures a month mark. And these are the critical strategic failures. So advertising dependency. Over-reliance on paid channels drive unsustainable customer acquisition cost inflation. Discount traps. Promotional strategies erode margins and condition pre-sensitive behavior. And retention is basically you're neglecting the potential of returning customers on your profit margin. So email and SMS systems systematically addresses these issues to make sure that you're not doing them, or basically fix them in long term and make you more money. Now, while this blueprint provides the strategic framework implementation required for specialized expertise and resources, our agency 360 Funnels delivers turnkey systems tailored into individual brand requirements. And that's exactly how we were able to scale those brands that I showed you earlier in the video to $1 million a month. Now, we work on subscription flow architecture. Basically, we build your subscription system. We have this drop funnel systems included for you. We create these retention automations, and we also have a real-time customer action cost LTV retention dashboard that we send you so you can track your performance, your LTV, your average order value. Now, we tested this with a few brands. For health brand, 41% subscription rate achievement, $60K monthly recurring revenue. For fashion brand, we had $168,000 in a single day drop. And for pet brand, we had 38% repurchase rate, with a $76,000 monthly revenue with 15% margin improvement. Now, here are a few examples of what our clients have mentioned about working with us. So Perry was able to add $2 million from just email and SMS marketing while also increasing profit margin. William mentioned that it's been great working with Ankit and his team. Not only are they attentive and have their pulse on what's currently working, but they also provide a good deal of free value in terms of how to scale a brand. Joven mentions that we're the best agency that he's worked with. Nicole mentioned that we are also the best agency that we work with. And he also mentioned that we are an example of how things be done. Hoover, after having so many failures with a bunch of agencies, he finally made more money with an agency after working with us. And Jeevan also mentioned that email and SMS wasn't something that he had to take care of because we were making additional 30% coming from email and SMS. So yeah, these are a few of our examples. Now, if your brand is anything like the previous brands that we work with, there is a very high chance that profit is hiding in plain sight. Now, our goal with the agency is to help you achieve more profit, improve the customer retention, increase your average order value, build optimized systems that unlock predictable revenue growth for your brand to scale to $1 million a month plus. Now, if you want to work with us, you can find the link in the description where you can book a call. And on that call, it's just going to be a 30 minutes back and forth of what you can do, what you can improve. Now, if I know that we can't help you, then I'm just gonna be completely transparent because I don't wanna waste your time as well as mine. But if you're a good fit, I'm gonna give you an exact breakdown of how the process is gonna look like, alongside what package works the best for your brand and give you the perfect system for your brand to scale to $1 million a month. If you want videos like this, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.